your people in your communities.
Absolutely.
So
I
that was
love
really
that.
nice.
And I think at the end of the day, if Texas can come through something like this, it's doing it that way. If we're not divided, if we're not separated, if we're just helping each other out when we can, especially in the wake of an emergency like this, then we're going to be all right. I really feel that way.
It's, you know, transparency, accountability, and what can we do to work together to take care of the needs of the community, and what can we do to plan together to prevent what we got from this snowmageddon that hit us so hard.
I love that. And then also just your willingness to share with me what's happening in Point, what's happening in Emory and the surrounding communities, so that, you know, after we get through taking care of everybody in the wake of this storm, we address some of those other infrastructure issues you were telling me about in terms of water and utilities and other issues. So I think that's the way to do it.
This area here is on Texas, New Mexico, like what I was discussing up there at the courthouse. I live down the road here. This is First Street out here beside the church. If you go down the rest of the way, you come up to the stop sign and you go across Highway 514. Well, then it becomes a county road, and I live down there at the bottom. So I'm north of town in the less served area. And then I was talking to my dad about the community that's to the east of us on 514. It's called Richland Community. And there's no store there. There's nothing there. I mean, it's a community of people that live out there. You got ranchers, you got dairy people, people of all different, just a soup bowl of different people.
Yeah.
And, you know, they look after each other out there, but there is not that reliable supply of necessity out there. There's not a store, like I said, out there.
Right.
Also,
we were hearing about healthcare. So there's a couple of clinics in this area, but we were hearing from the Point City emergency manager John that there's no hospital close by, and so that makes it a little bit harder.
You have to go either to Tyler or Greenville. Greenville would be the biggest hospital in.
Remember we visited the Greenville hospital.
We sure
Memorial.
did.
Hunt Memorial on Ramsey on 69.
Yeah.
That would be the closest big hospital, or you can go to Mineola.
Yeah.
They have some more clinics out there, but this area here used to be very developed. We had car dealerships, we had movie theaters here. The next town down, Lone Oak, was the same way. And one evening, everything burnt there. One evening, the stuff burnt here another night. And we had independent school district here, and then we had Rains consolidated. So everybody from this community goes to Rains ISD in Emory, or you have Lone Oak, they still have their own school district. But this area used to be a whole lot more developed, and as you can see, we have a lot of places that are obviously not well kept, and the people don't have the means of opportunity.
You want to grab some waters, and we'll go take them to some of these homes?
And also that food bank.
You gonna shut your door?
Oh yeah.
Can I? Hey, Mark.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask you so folks know what we're doing here?
Yes, we're here to serve our community, make sure that the people know that there's people out there that care about them. If they're homebound, it's just a couple of bottles of water, but it may be all the things in the world that they need, that knowing that somebody cares about them.
And for folks that don't know where we're at, can you tell us
This is Rains County, Texas. The city of Point. It's 1,200 people on the water system, and in proper city limits, we have less than 700 people listed on our town limits.
Yeah.
We still have a volunteer fire department. We have a small city infrastructure system, and more than anything, we try to look out for each other in the community, take care of each other, and somebody needs something, we reach our hand out to help them if they need any assistance.
That's beautiful. And can I ask you something very bluntly? So clearly you have a Trump mask on, and so I think you're Republican, right?
I'm an American.
I love that. And
I'm a conservative.
Okay.
And
but you're still here working with Beto, knocking on doors.
My dad, obviously, I mean, my dad and I are not, we don't vote the same, but we're able to have common sense conversations without wanting to be mean to each other, without name calling, blame games.
So for folks that don't know, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mark, but so Mark's father, Marvin, was actually, he headed up when Beto was on the Senate campaign. He did a lot of organization for us. And so you guys are Democrat and Republican, more or less, or independent, but you guys...
We're still Americans.
You're still Americans. I love that. And you're out here in a time of crisis, and you're helping, you know, come together to help people.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what it is. I mean, sometimes you gotta put party affiliation aside and look at the people in your community that need you.
That's awesome.
And be a strong leader, a warrior to look after them, to help them. Not necessarily a handout, but a hand up when it's needed. And that means a lot to people.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Well,
Thank
I
you.
will let you get with it. Thank you. Hey there.
Talk to you later.
Sure. Well, I'm doing the live stream. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're out here also helping.
Yeah, I was down at Emory a while ago. I'm Kenny.
Hi, Kenny.
Kind of take notice of the housing authority, housing, and the housing around it, what a government program can do.
Yes, sir.
And around Point, it kind of looks like either Appalachia in poor places or an Indian reservation in other places.
And this is all this right here. I'm going to show everybody. This is housing for seniors out here in Emory, Texas. Correct? Point. I'm sorry. Point. So it's Rains County, which is close to Emory, but this is Point City in Texas. There you go.
Kind of take a look at the housing around it and see what the difference is.
Right. And so folks are here knocking on doors, asking people if they need water because they've been without water for a while, right?
Yeah, I live outside. I'm on this system, but I live outside of town, and we've been out since I think last Tuesday.
That's a long time without water.
That's a long time without water.
And there.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Kenny. So we have a very large group of volunteers that came out last minute notice. We barely put the canvas together today. And they're out here knocking on doors with seniors to find out if they need some bottled water. They've been without water for some of them up to 5 to 7 days. Some of the folks here were telling us. They are. Doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat, all the folks here have come together.
We can go to east to Walken, and I heard from Chuck Phillips, there's a news anchor, east to Walken.
So that's Marvin, folks. We just met his son Mark over here, who both of them disagree on some things but agree on helping people.
So this, I want to thank Kate and our Powered by People volunteers for posting this event. This couple over there just drove in from Dallas. She's actually from Rains County originally, and so driving back to the home county to help out. And she and her partner just, wanted to make sure that they were being helpful. So I love that spirit. I can see them talking to a resident right now at their door, handing them some water. We were told by Marvin that there are a lot of seniors who live in this development, and it doesn't have water, and so we're just here to make sure that they've got a little help right now. So.
And we were talking to Kenny earlier, Beto, and he said they've been without water for days. So he was telling
Kenny?
us, yeah.
Oh yeah. Kenny says he hasn't had it for a week, and he lives a little bit outside of the city limits, about a mile, and he's drawing water from his pond. And what he told us, he said, you know, I know a lot of people are concerned about COVID. I'm concerned about cholera and typhus. Is that what he said?
That's what he said, yeah.
And you know, he's got to figure out how to treat that water and filter it and make sure that it's safe for him to drink while he waits for the water team to come back on. So, you stay here, Kano, because I don't want to overwhelm this person.
You got it.
Well, it looks like our friend from Dallas is going to say hello to her.
What area and points have you folks already come through?
3rd Street.
We're on 3rd Street, and so we did that block, and then we were going to go to Emory until we learned that Emory was doing okay for water. So after finishing this development, I think just hit the rest of Point and just see if we can be helpful.
Okay, Beto, Lauren is on, and she said thanks for showing up after
Hey
she
Lauren, we're
texted
here
you.
because of you. So thank you for letting us know about this. And John says he misses you. So we covered them all, right? We did. Water back on, yeah.
I was wondering if that would be helpful.
Sure, let's do that as long as we're here and we know that this place doesn't have water. Yeah. I'll drop a couple here.
And you know, that's something because you can go out and you can have a barbecue with your neighbor.
I'm gonna go this one.
Go help somebody that needs a ride or a jumper table, and you never ask them, are you Democratic or Republican?
So you're from Point originally, right, or Rains County?
I'm from Emory.
From Emory.
Actually, I grew up on Lake Tawakoni where we're headed.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
We just crossed over there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's really nice.
And so you were, your partner was telling us that you all saw the posting and then drove in from Dallas.
I'm friends with Lauren.
Oh, great. Okay,
Yeah.
so she probably reached out and brought
I
you in.
saw it on her social media and immediately just like, it's like, we gotta get going. Come on, let's
Right
get
on.
going.
I think Lauren's watching. If you want to say
She
hi.
is.
I'm not taking pictures, but someone here is. But yeah, we just didn't have anything else to do, and we kind of had like a little bit of survivor's guilt from not losing all of our water and power. So this is just a nice way to give back, and the fact that it's happening where I grew up and I no longer live, it's nice to come back and give.
How long was the drive for you to come out here?
An hour and 10 minutes. It's not bad at all. Totally worth it.
Very
It's a
cool.
nice drive.
Very cool for you to do this.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I'm enjoying it.
I said it's about having a civil conversation about what we need to do about our.
All right, guys, so here you go. I'm going to log off and we'll check in with you guys soon.